Welcome to the Growing Tall Poppies podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Nat Green, and I'm so excited to have you join me as we discuss what it means to navigate your way through post-traumatic growth and not just survive, but to thrive after trauma. Through our podcast, we will explore ways for you to create a life filled with greater purpose, self-awareness, and a deep inner peace. Through integrating the many years of knowledge and professional experience, as well as the wisdom of those who have experienced trauma firsthand, we will combine psychology, accelerated approaches, coaching, and personal experience to assist you to learn, to grow, and to thrive. I hope to empower you to create deeper awareness and understanding and stronger connections with yourself and with others, whilst also paving the way for those who have experienced trauma and adversity to reduce their suffering and become the very best versions of themselves in order to thrive. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. Hello, and welcome back to Growing Tall Poppies. I'm your host, Dr. Nat Green, and I'm so thrilled that you've joined me today. This episode is part of our special series where we're continuing to dive deep into the trauma archetypes of transformation, the tools that I've developed to help you navigate your journey from trauma right through and into post-traumatic growth. And today, we're shining a light on one of the most dynamic and inspiring archetypes, the Radiant Alchemist. This archetype represents the ability to transform pain into wisdom, strength, and purpose. This archetype embodies the profound power of transformation, taking our pain, adversity, and hardship and turning it into wisdom, beauty, and strength. But whilst, like all the archetypes, the Radiant Alchemist has incredible strengths, they also face unique challenges that can sometimes make their path really difficult. In this episode, we'll explore those challenges and how to overcome them, alongside their strengths and tips for tapping into this archetype in your life. If you've ever felt like your life was in ashes, but somewhere deep down, you knew that there was gold waiting to be uncovered, then this episode is absolutely for you. Let's explore what makes the Radiant Alchemist so unique, the strengths that they bring to the table, and how you can activate this archetype in your own life. So let me start with introducing the Radiant Alchemist. The Radiant Alchemist is the ultimate symbol of transformation. They represent resilience, creativity, and a deep commitment to growth. Much like the alchemical process, which involves turning base metals into gold, the Radiant Alchemist takes their most painful experiences and transmutes them into something beautiful, meaningful, and empowering. That's what this archetype represents in our emotional and spiritual journeys. They take the raw material of their pain, the grief, the betrayal, the trauma, and transmute it into something profoundly beautiful, like strength, purpose, and hope. At their core, the Radiant Alchemist thrives on resilience and adaptability. They see challenges not as the end, but as opportunities to create something new. They don't just survive, they thrive by growing through what they've gone through. And here's the thing. The Radiant Alchemist isn't just about looking on the bright side or ignoring the pain. They dive deep into it, face it head on, and emerge even stronger with a renewed sense of self and of purpose. It's a process of acknowledging, honouring, and then releasing the hurt to transform it into light. This isn't about denial or toxic positivity. The Radiant Alchemist acknowledges the depths of their pain and still works through it. They emerge stronger, wiser, and absolutely more connected to their purpose. At their best, they are inspiring, purpose-driven individuals who light the way for others, showing that transformation is not only possible, but incredibly powerful. But as I've said, like all archetypes, the Radiant Alchemist also faces challenges. So now let's take a closer look at those before we move into exploring their strengths. And we know that the Radiant Alchemist's path is not without its struggles. Their ability to transform pain into power can sometimes lead to 4 clear things. The first, avoiding rest and recovery. Radiant alchemists often push themselves to fix or to heal everything, believing that they must always be productive in their transformation. And of course, this can lead to burnout or emotional fatigue. So a solution to this is for you to give yourself permission to pause. Rest is a critical part of any transformation. And sometimes the most profound growth actually happens in our stillness. Secondly, over-identifying with their pain. Because they're so adept at transforming pain, Radiant alchemists may start to see themselves only through the lens of their struggles. They might feel like they always need to overcome something to prove their strength. So the solution for this is to shift your focus from what you've been through to who you are becoming. You are so much more than your pain. Embrace your evolving identity. Number 3, taking on too much responsibility for others. We see this a lot. With their inspiring story, Radiant alchemists often feel a responsibility to guide or to save others. And while this can be fulfilling, it can also become overwhelming and leave them neglecting their own needs. A solution for that is to set boundaries and to remember that you can inspire others without carrying their burdens. Your transformation is powerful, but you are not responsible for everyone's journey. Number 4, fear of vulnerability. Despite their strength, Radiant alchemists can struggle with opening up about ongoing struggles. They may feel pressure to maintain the image of having it all together because of their transformation journey. So a solution to this is to recognize that vulnerability is part of authenticity. Sharing where you're still growing can actually serve to deepen our connections and remind you that growth is an ongoing process. So let's shift gears a little now and celebrate the incredible key strengths of the Radiant Alchemists. These are the superpowers that allow them to achieve such profound transformation. Firstly is resilience. Radiant alchemists don't just survive, they thrive. They have an incredible ability to adapt to challenges and to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear. They tend to bounce back from challenges with incredible strength. And they have an innate ability to adapt to changing circumstances and find a way forward even in the darkest of times. Secondly, is creativity and vision. They see possibilities where others see dead ends. They see the potential for growth and beauty even in the darkest of situations. Their creativity helps them reimagine their lives, turning obstacles into stepping stones and finding beauty in the broken places. This visionary mindset allows them to reimagine their lives and to create a future filled with meaning. And thirdly is emotional intelligence. Radiant alchemists are deeply in tune with their emotions. They don't shy away from the messy, painful parts of life. Instead, they work through them with compassion and self-awareness, creating deeper connections within themselves and others. And this leads to empathy and connection. Their journey through pain gives them a profound ability to connect with others. They're compassionate listeners and inspiring guides, often creating safe spaces for others to heal. And then fifthly, we have creative expression. Radiant alchemists often use creativity, whether it be through writing, art, music, or other forms, as a way to process emotions and share their transformation with the world. And sixthly, purpose-driven living. They're deeply aligned with their values and their purpose, often channeling their transformation into projects, causes, or careers that inspire and uplift others. Once they've transformed their pain, radiant alchemists often feel called to help others. They channel their experiences into service, creating meaning and leaving a positive impact on the world. So I want you to think of someone who's faced significant hardship and emerged as a beacon of hope for others. It might be someone you know who really stands out as being a radiant alchemist. Or it might be someone famous, someone like, for example, Oprah Winfrey or Viktor Frankl, who used their pain to inspire and uplift others. These are living examples of the radiant alchemist. Now, let's look at some tips to access the radiant alchemist within you. Now, how can you embrace and activate the radiant alchemist within you and in your own life? Here are some practical steps and strategies to help you to harness the power of this archetype. Honor your emotions. Don't rush the process. Take time to sit with your emotions and acknowledge them without judgment. Journaling or therapy can help you process these feelings constructively. Embrace your story. Start by owning your narrative. Write it down, share it with someone you trust, or even just say it out loud to yourself. Honoring your story is the first step towards transforming it. We can look at finding the lessons. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? It's not about dismissing the pain, but looking for the silver lining or the strength that you've gained because of what you've been through. Then we can look to find meaning in your experiences. Reflect on what your challenges have taught you. Ask yourself, how can I use this to grow or to help others? Then we can look to create rituals for release. Transformation always requires letting go. So you could try journaling, meditating, or even a physical activity like yoga to release any pent-up emotions and energy. Then you can look to explore creative outlets. As a radiant alchemist, you likely thrive on creativity, whether it's painting, writing, gardening, or cooking. Find a way to express yourself and channel your emotions into something beautiful. This act of expression can be incredibly healing. And then let's look to connect with purpose. Think about how your transformation can serve others. Maybe it's sharing your story, volunteering, or mentoring someone who's walked a similar path. There are many, many ways to approach this. And in all of this, it's important to prioritize self-care. Transformation requires energy. Take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit through rest, nourishing food, movement, and mindfulness practices. And another really important one is to surround yourself with supportive energy. Transformation does not happen in isolation. Building a community of people who uplift you and believe in your growth is essential. Their energy will fuel your process. So remember, transformation is often amplified in connection with others. And then finally, set boundaries. Learn to say no to things that drain you or distract you from your path. Protect your energy so that you can focus on your transformation. So I just want to end today's episode with a short visualization to help you to connect with and activate your inner Radiant Alchemist. Now, please do not engage in this activity if you are driving. Please ensure you wait until you get to somewhere where you can close your eyes and engage fully in the process. So if you're driving, pause it now and complete the rest of this episode when you're somewhere where you can do this activity. And when you're able to, take a moment to find a comfortable position and settle in. Focus on your breathing, breathing in, and then just breathing out when you're ready. And just focusing on that breathing. Just noticing and breathing in and breathing out. And now I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And then relaxing as you breathe out. And now I want you to imagine yourself standing in a dimly lit room. And as you look down, you can see something in your hands now. As you look more closely, you can imagine yourself holding a raw, unpolished stone. Looking at it more closely, you notice what it looks like and notice how it feels. And this stone represents your pain, your struggles, and your challenges. Feel its weight now in your hands. Just notice it. And as you look more closely, you now see a golden light surrounding the stone. And with each breath, the light grows stronger, shaping and transforming the rough edges into a smooth, radiant gem. With each breath, shaping continues and the light grows stronger. And this gem represents your strength, your wisdom, your transformation. And as you focus on that, I want you to hold it close to your heart and just repeat silently to yourself, I have the power to transform pain into purpose. I am resilient. I am radiant. I am whole. I have the power to transform pain into purpose. I am resilient. I am radiant. I am whole. And just keep focusing on that with each breath in and letting go as you're breathing out. And now you look further out in front of you. In front of you is a small pile of ashes. This represents the pain, the struggles, and the losses you've faced. Now, as you look more closely, you see a golden light glowing within the ashes. And with each breath, this light grows brighter until it transforms into a radiant flame. You realize that this flame is actually what is deep within you. It is your strength, your resilience, your power to create beauty from the pain. And as you breathe, let this golden light from the flame flow from the glow there right across and through the radiant gem in your hands, enveloping all those strengths and your wisdom, and flow right through into your heart space, and now filling your body with calm, a golden, comfortable warmth, warming you, energizing you, and reminding you of your limitless potential. And as you focus on that beautiful flow, the strengths, the wisdom flowing in and filling your heart space, flowing right through you with a sense of calm and a deep inner knowing. I want you to repeat to yourself, I am an alchemist. I turn my pain into power. I create light from darkness. And I just want you to focus on that beautiful flow and that deep inner knowing, the warmth, the energy flowing right through you, reminding you of exactly what you are capable of and of your limitless potential. Focusing on that, noticing that grows stronger and stronger as you get more calm and more comfortable with each breath out. Letting go and breathing in the energy, the inner knowing and peace. Breathing out all that old stuff. Letting it flow through you. And then I want you, as we slowly count down from 10, noticing the strength, the wisdom. 10, 9. With each breath, the light flow growing stronger. 8 and 7. With that resilience, that radiance, just knowing that you are whole. And 6 and 5, focusing on your strength, your resilience, and your inner power to create beauty from all that you've been through. And 4 and 3, letting this golden light flow through you, noticing the colors, have it gathering energy, energizing you and reminding you of all that you are and all that you can be. And 3 and 2 and 1. And when you're ready, opening your eyes and carrying that golden light and the energy of transformation with you into the rest of your day. And as you fully embrace the energy, the strength of the Radiant Alchemist archetype, I want to thank you again for joining me for this journey and really exploring at a much deeper level the Radiant Alchemist archetype. I hope today's episode has inspired you to see the beauty and the power within your own story and to fully embrace your own power of transformation and recognize that beauty in your journey. If this resonated with you, please share this episode with someone who might need a little light in their life or a little reminder of their inner strength. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode of Growing Tall Poppies. Until next time, remember transformation is always possible, and you have the power to turn pain into purpose. You are not defined by your pain. You are defined by your power to grow beyond it. Now, next week, I'd love you to join us again as we explore the last of our 7 archetypes of transformation, the liberated voyager, an archetype that is all about freedom and exploration. This archetype is the explorer, the one who sees healing as a journey of discovery. It's a truly inspiring archetype that you won't want to miss. Until then, remember healing is a journey, and wherever you are, you're exactly where you need to be. Remember, if you haven't already taken our Trauma Archetypes quiz, then check the link in the show notes and head on over and find out more around your archetype profile and which of the 7 archetypes of transformation you can most relate to. So until then, remember healing is a journey, and wherever you are, you're exactly where you need to be. Take care, keep standing tall and being the tall poppy that you were always destined to be. Be kind to yourself. See you next time. Bye for now. Thank you for joining me in this episode of Growing Tall Poppies. It is my deepest hope that today's episode may have inspired and empowered you to step fully into your post-traumatic growth so that you can have absolute clarity around who you are, what matters the most to you, and to assist you to release your negative emotions and regulate your nervous system so you can fully thrive. New episodes are published every Tuesday, and I hope you'll continue to join us as we explore both the strategies and the personal qualities required to fully live a life of post-traumatic growth and to thrive. So if it feels aligned to you and really resonates, then I invite you to hit subscribe, and it would mean the world to us if you could share this episode with others who you feel may benefit too. You may also find me on Instagram at Growing Tall Poppies and Facebook, Dr. Natalie Green. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to look for the lessons and to learn and increase your ability to live the life you desire and deserve. So for now, stay connected, stay inspired, stand tall like the tall poppy you are, and keep shining your light brightly in the world. Bye for now.